Alright, hello everybody, Skyrain here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. Now I know it's been a bit since I did put anything out as far as this game is concerned, but there's a reason for that, because I was trying to collect as much information as I could across the board that everybody else has been, releasing, and trying to make heads or tails of all this. There's been so many speculations running rampant all over the place, and it's kind of hard to make heads or tails. So we're just going to cover two things in this one. We're going to cover go right here. All right, so there's the post. This is from Reddit, the subreddit anyway. There's the name of the person. Take it for what you will. Don't know how credible a source this one is, but let's just kind of dig into it. Paragon system overhaul. The goal is to simplify the system and make it easier to configure to reduce the complication of adding too many difficulties that overstratifies the player population. Basically, spreading the player base too thin, starting new players into the existing players that are all the way at the end of the end game, and then the new ones that have a struggle trying to get parties for dungeons, that kind of thing. So I get that. That kind of makes some sense. I don't know how much they're going to reel that back, but they might reel it back like they've already done for us in the past already, where they put all the hell difficulties into a bracket, all the infernos into a bracket, that kind of thing. They might dial it back again. But anyway, all right. Secondary goal, make the system more beginner friendly. Honestly, I didn't feel like it was that much that was too overly complicated. I mean, it's a tree, Paragon tree. They're pretty straightforward, but all right, so A, adjustments, difficulty reduced from 15 to 4. This part here I have serious doubts on. Serious doubts. See, it says Hell 1 to Hell 8 is the new Hell 1. Inferno 1 to 3 is the new Hell 2. Inferno 1 to 6. Now see, that right there doesn't make any sense, because they say Inferno 1 to 3 is the new Hell 2. Inferno 1 to 6. They should say 4 to 6, not 1 to 6, is the new Hell 3. And then succeeding difficulty after Inferno 6 is the new Hell 4. I have my doubts on this one. I really do. That sounds like a massive overhaul that I don't think they're capable of doing. And if they do attempt it, I feel like it's just they're gonna break their own game even more than they already have so far up to this point, and it's just gotten excessively worse with a lot of their decisions they've made with some of these essences, and I'll get into that in another video. PvP stuff, it's just absolutely ridiculous at this point. B, Paragon level reduced from $13.99 to $2.99. I don't know. That sounds like a bit much. Now I get where they're coming from with this, but at the same time, I don't think that makes any sense to me as well, because as we go to the next thing here, part C, Paragon specialization tree will be reduced from 15 to 5. Now we've already heard this one. If you haven't already, then here you go. This one I'm looking forward to this one. If it is going to happen, I'm very looking forward to this one. And I'm still hoping, though, that it is a pick and choose what skills you want to use from each tree. Now, when we look at our trees here, I'll just kind of show you on the sidebar here. Go ahead and remove close that for now. And skull's in the way. All right, there we go. But yeah, currently we have 5 skills per tree. Now with the reduction from 15, and we have 15 trees. We have 15 trees. So they're going to crunch them down to 5. So that means we can put 15 skills into one tree. Or not 15. Yeah. No, 5. I see 5. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, so with that being said, like, if anything, in my case, is like a wizard, I would prefer to have Warden. And I want to take all 5 of these because they synergize with each other. You don't want to lose that synergy. So you still pretty much have to take a full tree set of skills and dump it into that one tree with 2 other ones. So then I'd probably take Warden, Ranger, and probably Gladiator as my 3. If we get the choice And I'm hoping we get the choice, because that way it makes everybody a bit more like individualized. Now, granted, they're still going to have metas and they're still going to be the favorites, and that's pretty much what I think a lot of people are going to choose the same as well. Maybe not Ranger, but you get what I mean. It's going to just kind of give a little bit more individual play style for everybody, and that's what I actually look forward. I'm looking forward to that change. I really hope that that's a change too. I really do. So anyway, we'll get to that in a second, and let's finish this out though. So yeah, hopefully that's going to be the case. But then they say also the focus of the 5 specialization trees are the following: PvE, PvP, offensive, defensive, and mobility. So that one kind of makes me hesitant and thinking that they might just, lop them together and then we just have to pick them that way, which I don't really like. I want it to be a pick and choose of our own accord, please. I really do. And then lastly here, number 3, please take note of the expiring trophies and the feat of strength. Well, now we already got a message sent out on those for the Heliquary completions in the trophies section for achievements. They say these Heliquary bosses here, it says, are retiring for good. I don't know about that, because new players always had to go through Lassel, and that gets their feet wet as far as like getting used to raids and what to expect with it. The Heliquary system itself, that was an introduction to it. I don't really see them getting rid of the bosses. They're just getting rid of the trophies from the achievements. So that I understand. And then they said they were going to move that into like a legacy whatever section or whatever, for those of us that have been in the game since day one. But at the same time, I don't see them getting completely removing those Heliquary bosses. That honestly makes no sense. So yeah. So as far as this goes, one more time again real quick, the Paragon tree is getting crunched from 15 to 5. I see that happening. That's pretty much almost confirmed. Still waiting on that, so don't quote me on that. But the whole Paragon reduction from $13.99 to $2.99, that one still doesn't make any sense to me, because we still have dumped all our points into the other nodes. The damage, health, potency, resistance, armor penetration. We dumped all our Paragon points into those. So I don't see them reducing the Paragon levels down that much. That makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. So if anything, maybe if at all, no, because I mean we still have the same amount of skills available to us. So we're still same amount of points we put into all the nodes and the same amount of skills to choose from. So that doesn't make any sense to me. But we'll just have to wait and see. It's probably going to be this upcoming Monday before we get official patch notes on any of this stuff, because next week is will be the major update happening with the new class release. So I'm desperately looking forward to that at this point, because anything's got to be hopefully better than what we've gotten recently. It's a total shit show as far as PvP and the changes there, which is why I try to avoid it. Now, on to this next thing here. There's a new set that was found. I'll link this in the pinned comments down below so you guys can check it out for yourselves. I just did a Google Lens translation here so that we can kind of, on these images, so we can kind of get a better feel for what's going on here. It's supposed to be a cold set, and they think it's going to be being released with the new class, which kind of makes sense. I don't remember when Angment, the burn set, got released, if it came with the Blood Knight or not. I think it might have came after, later on. But either way, this one, let's just see let's just read through what it does here. Okay. We've got 2-piece set, brand new green outfit ice suit, ice set. Increases damage 2-piece. Increases damage to cold enemies by 15% and increases damage to frozen enemies by 25%. So it's a damage buff for cold and frozen effects. Chill and frozen effects. The 4-piece set, when adding a new cold state to a cold enemy, there's a 30% chance of being frozen for 3 seconds. The same, and then this is a player. How it's going to affect players. The same player can be frozen at most once in 5 seconds. Okay, so it's still somewhat in line as what they did with the wizard nerf to the frozen freeze, that what have you. 6-piece set. If you go with all 6 pieces, after the attack hits a cold enemy, it will immediately gain the power of Mount Ariat status for 12 seconds. For 12 seconds, that's actually fairly long compared to most of these other sets that we get. The cooldown is 40 seconds, however. That's still not all that short. Status for 12 seconds, I think, is kind of long. Hitting a, and I wonder if beneficial effect duration will affect that or not. Hitting a cold enemy during the attack will generate an ice blast, causing 12,620 damage, and an ice plug effect. This one kind of sounds weird to me. Hitting an enemy in the frozen state will generate more strong ice blasts, causing 12,520 damage. Okay, so take that for what you will. Take it for what it is. I just want to put this one out there. This one in this post here, if you scroll down a little bit further, actually right here, they personally think that the credibility on this is 90%. So we'll just have to wait and see again as well. I do feel like this one's probably going to be on its way. I know a couple other people put this video out as well on this topic, and more or less did the same thing. This one feels much more etched in stone. This was found through the blacksmith magnifying glass, and this is why this came to be. This post came to be. That's where they found it. So it was already, like, I guess, you know, mined in game, and it might have got leaked out. So it's already, I think it's already there. They're just waiting to release it. So this one, I think, again, is pretty much true on point. The other stuff, though, with the Paragon levels reducing, I don't think so. But anyway, there you go. That's what I wanted to cover. I know it was a lot, and I tried to simplify it down as much as I could, though. And I just wanted to put it out there, put my take on it as well. I know, like I said, other ones have already done it, but here we are. Hopefully, you know, we start to see things over the next couple days, and like I said, especially, we probably won't get any official patch notes until this upcoming Monday, to where we can kind of hush a lot of these rampant rumors all over the place that have been coming out left and right, and I'm just kind of over it. I really am. Again, like I said, I don't like doing speculation videos too much, but there's just been so much of it recently, and I just kind of wanted to break it down to a couple things that seem to be a lot more closer to being gonna happen, as opposed to, you know, not at all, and try to sift through the bullshit. So anyway, thank you guys for watching and staying all the way to the end. If you did, I appreciate you, and if you could, please do the YouTube things, share, comment, subscribe, like, all that stuff for the YouTube algorithm, help the channel out and all that. Do appreciate every single one of you as always. Take care of yourselves as best you can out there in the real world on fire. Take everything one day at a time, because that's all we can do, and that's the best we can do. Stay safe, everybody. Till next time, see ya.